Hello, this is Shovel 99, and I'm here to tell you a story that I've told many times before, but I have to tell it to you again. It all began back in 2018, and even before that, but 2018 is when I really noticed things were taking a turn for the worst. I was doing what I normally do. I got fired from my job at Goodwill, and I was searching for work. So as I was searching for work, I began my YouTube channel, Shovel 99, with my very first video introducing the channel and what I'm hoping to accomplish. Seems normal, right? Then a child approached me. I had no idea who this child was. He came up to me waving very rapidly. I didn't think nothing of it. And here's the problem. That interaction would tell the future for the next 6 years. As I began to make my videos, 6 years ago, all about tech, all about technology. I love making videos about technology, and I still do. But the problem is, they are practicing witchcraft. They began to come into our apartment, sending their spirits into our apartment, listening to our conversations, and even trying to scare us. Now, I don't know if their intentions were to try to actually kill us, which they actually were. And they're arguing me right now. And that's another issue that I'm going to get to. One day I was heading to work. This was at Magnum Staffing, where they hired me. And as I was going to work one morning, and someone started speaking to me. And you think, oh, that's pretty normal. No, there was nobody else there. So what they call those supernatural encounters. The boy began to talk to me. I don't know how old at the time, but you can tell he was young. And it took me a long time to actually figure out what was going on. They're a fan of me. They're a fan of me. But here's the issue. They are trying to insert their dominance over me. And guess what? They don't have it. They've tried every single dirty tactic that they can. Keeping me from getting work, which I found a job. But the problem is I can't find another job because they're manipulating people behind the scenes. I can't make any more money because I'm working the same job for the past 5 years. Now, moving forward to 2020, stop doing that. Moving forward to 2020 is when another chapter began. They began to call me crazy. They began to say my mental health was deteriorating and that I was schizophrenic. And I've been into several mental health facilities over the years. which they have shoved medication down my throat. But the voices will never go away because they're external and not within. People have seen video evidence of witchcraft being done, but they just call them supernatural encounters. People, witchcraft is real. Demons are real. In fact, they are two of the same. Witchcraft uses demonic activity to manipulate you into doing sexual immorality, idolatry, spells, love potions, and all these different things, including pornography. Here's the thing, guys. They want you to compromise. And they've been trying to do the same thing to me. And let me move ahead to just this morning. They want to give me a spiritual bride. And look, she's trying to answer me right now. Trying to say she's not a spiritual bride. When you're in witchcraft, you're in the spirit. You are trying to manipulate things in the spirit to happen in the physical. And I thank God that he's been protecting me. And God just showed up. Right when I called his name, he showed up. That's what he does. What I'm not understanding is how they are not understanding that. I am being protected by God himself. Yes, my voice is a bit hoarse. So what? But there's nothing major they can have done to me. They've tried and failed. Tried and failed. Tried and failed. Tried and failed. But they won't give up because I know something is on the way. I know something is coming. I don't know what they're waiting on. I don't know what they're trying to get. But I know one thing. They better leave this family alone. Leave me alone. And stop following me. Stop bothering me. Stop harassing me. Now, I've told the cops about it. And the only thing that they tell me is that they're allowed to do it. You know what that is? Manipulation. They're telling them to say that. Because in no way in God's green earth should they be allowed to manipulate people to do witchcraft on people. I don't care if it is the United States. I don't care if it is Texas. It shouldn't be legal. Look, they still don't get it. They're idiots. Yes, I'm calling you an idiot. You ain't even trying to listen. Oh, it's the same. Say, you know what? Fuck you. God is greater than witchcraft.